Welcome, guys. I am super excited because today's topic is an interesting one. Have you ever prayed, stayed quiet, waited, and heard absolutely nothing from God? No sign, just silence. And deep down, you start asking yourself, God, are you even listening? Or am I just talking to myself? If you have ever felt like that, then this message is for you. Because the truth is, God is still speaking. The problem is not that he is silent, no. The problem is we don't always recognize his voice. So let me show you how to hear God's voice clearly. First, you need to understand this. God doesn't always speak the way we expect. Most of us are waiting for a loud voice from heaven, something dramatic, something obvious, but that's not how it usually works. Sometimes God speaks in a quiet thought, a gentle feeling, a small nudge in your heart, something that doesn't shout but whispers. If your life is full of noise, maybe from phone, from stress, worries, you will miss it. That's why you need to slow down, not for long. Even a few minutes, just sit, be still, no distraction, and say, God, I am here, speak to me. You might not hear words instantly, but you will begin to notice something. Peace, direction, clarity. That's one way God speaks. Second, God speaks through His word. If you are waiting to hear God, but you never open your Bible, you are ignoring the clearest way He already gave you. Sometimes you will read a verse you've seen before, but suddenly it feels different. It hits you. It feels personal, like it was written just for you. That is not a coincidence. That is God speaking. So don't just read it fast. Read slowly. Think about it. Ask God, what are you showing me here? Third, check what you are hearing. Not every thought in your head is from God. So how do you know? God's voice will never lead you into sin. It will never push you into fear, hate, or confusion. God's voice brings peace, even if it challenges you. It brings truth, even if it's uncomfortable. If what you are hearing makes you restless, anxious, or far from God, that's not His voice. Learn to test it. Fourth, obedience makes the voice clearer. This part is important because many people say, I want to hear God, but the real question is, will you listen when He speaks? Because the more you ignore Him, the harder it becomes to recognize His voice. But when you obey, even in small things, you become more sensitive. It's like turning a radio. At first, it's not clear, but little by little, the signal becomes stronger. And finally, be patient. Hearing God is not something you master overnight. It is a relationship. The more time you spend with Him, the more you learn His voice. Just like you can recognize a friend's voice in a crowd, you didn't learn that in one day. It came from spending time together. It's the same with God. So if you feel like God is silent right now, never give up. He is closer than you think. Slow down. Open His words. Pay attention to the quiet nudge and be willing to obey. You might be surprised. God has been speaking to you all along. You just didn't know how to listen. So if this spoke to you, stay with me on this journey. There is so much more to discover. And don't forget to share this video with your friends, your families, and your loved ones.